the competition.
Oh,
Such subtlety.
yeah.
Such nuance to his game.
I got to find where I am in my notes, but yeah, I remember him going
Go on,
like...
I'm going to wait for you.
No, I don't know where we are, so carry on.
And what have you got?
No, literally carry on.
Oh. I shall literally carry on. So then he goes, oh, don't throw it, blah, blah, blah. Then he come in the room, where I think must be the rose room or whatever. Oh, they're both rose rooms, aren't they?
White and red, yeah.
Whatever. The one where all the bland people live.
Eros and Aries.
Yeah. It
ain't Davison and Pankhurst, I'll tell you that much.
No. Anyway, went in there and goes, hey kids, for starters...
You said that right.
Yeah, for starters, that's not a good way to ingratiate yourself with people.
No, it's not.
Making them think that you're their dad wearing your creepy red flip-flops and your t-shirt with yourself on. It's not good. And then he goes, oh, I want either Andrew or Hamza to come off. And they're all like, why?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, no reason. And then he says, I hate to say Dad says.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, but I've seen 16 seasons of this show.
No, 26 seasons.
Oh, well, there you go. So he comes in, says, hey kids, then says, I hate to say
hey,
Dad
kids,
says.
Want to see me cut off eyelids, is it?
We've got to quote some more Eminem.
And it's me this time. Wow.
Fuck it now. But basically, Brian, you had your power. Your power was putting two people on the block. You have no more power left. So what's the point in you going in, patronising people, talking to them like they're kids, and then telling them you want them to throw it when one of them is going to go up? Like he wanted Olivia to go up.
To stop you there.
Yeah.
He's watched 26 seasons of this show, and that's how you play this game. So live and watch and learn.
I'm learning something. What have you got on all of that?
I just realised, he said he did refer to his moves as his BB cans.
Did he?
Yeah. Offensive. Oh, that was the POV pick. The player pick for the POV. That's when the moves came out.
Watch the POV pick online.
Oh, he told Erica about who she should who she should do. What was it? So he tells Erica quite convincingly that people see her as a social threat, and he kept going around saying, based on conversations I had yesterday, as if like this is based on evidence. You're better served not winning the veto. People see you collectively, socially as very strong, and if you add competition wins to that, now it's a problem for you.
That's probably true, even though it's not. Doesn't help when he's saying it, but it is actually probably true.
Yeah, but why was he doing it like you're having an appraisal at work?
Because he doesn't know how to talk to people. Because he's got the social game of a fucking
trout, and then he goes to Jesse. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to manipulate you or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, then don't fucking say that, because immediately your back's going to go up.
Yeah, manipulative.
He said, play, just don't win. Okay, so who was picked to play? Johnny, Jesse, and Erica. Only 3 of them.
And then Andrew and Hamza, I'm right.
Oh, yeah, of course. How's this game work? And the host was Alejandra.
Now, that veto was really good.
Right? It was very well, put together.
Listen.
They were proper acting like they were Lara Croft as well, especially Erica jumping over that ravine.
I was watching it with Jack, and obviously he'd never seen Big Brother Canada before. He was like, look at this task. It's like a proper film.
Yeah, well,
like, I know.
There's money behind this task because it's
true.
a Tomb Raider film. So.
But still, it was like the way they had to go over that fucking wall. And jump over that dry ice, like the little ravine bit.
Yeah.
And the way they came thudding over the wall.
They're like, chucking them over.
Like, Jesus.
Proper Lara style.
I thought Andrew died at one point.
Oh, yeah.
He was like a fucking sack of cement.
I mean, never mind Omarosa. This was next level. I thought he was having an asthma attack.
That was funny when they were just all like crawling along the ground. It's like they were at war.
The trenches.
Unlock the tomb of the Mother of Death. And you get 5k if you win.
Where was the Mother of Death? We never saw her come out. Should have been Karen.
Oh, nice. But because you get 5k to win.
Oh, from the Croft estate.
Yeah, that sort of made people want to go for it more. But
that's
did
true.
It? I don't know if it really did.
To be honest, if it was me and I was in the Big Brother Canada house and I found out I was going to win screening, I'd want to play hard for that.
Yeah, true. Oh.
And they got to go outside.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking.
Put a TV in the house. I've done that before.
Get onto that. Erica goes, I want to win because I've been told not to win. Fuck off. So they
Are we actually there yet?
Yeah, we're there. Go on. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with your notes?
I've written, where the fuck is Merrin?
Oh,
he wasn't in the start of that episode whatsoever.
Because it's so boring.
Yeah. I put, does anyone care that Veronica and... I've put, it says Merton. Correct it, autocorrect. Veronica and Merrin won a competition in the audience. To be,
what happened with that?
Nobody's said anything about that since that day.
Good point. That probably something did happen with that on the live feed, but we don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But we'll know.
It should be in the edit. They've created the storyline.
That's a very good point, actually.
I've noticed that Erica did her hair like Lara Croft, which I thought was a nice touch.
Oh, did she?
Oh, yeah, at the start of that, they had their hands tied and they had to free themselves.
Oh.
That's when Lara was about to get sexually assaulted, when she had her hands tied in the game, and she had to shoot a man in the face.
Sexy.
So they had a bow and arrow. They had to search the jungle for puzzle pieces and unlock that tomb, which I like the sound effects when they had to turn that
yeah, that's
things.
Good, yeah.
That was good.
You wouldn't like
that. Johnny couldn't shoot that bow and arrow to save his
Oh
life.
God, he was terrible. That's what I'd be like, I think.
Also, did you notice Howard Hamza had a haircut between... This was like continuity was fucked.
You're right. Yeah.
In the competition, he had the long hair. In the diary room, he had a haircut, but was wearing the competition costume. Yet, we saw in the next episode, Andrew gave him that haircut. And he weren't wearing the Lara Croft costume. So they obviously make them get back in the costume and then go to the diary room later.
Of course they do.
That's constructive reality.
I wrote Hamza had a haircut as well. With eagle-eyed. Because it was such a bad haircut.
Nothing gets past us. I did write, this is the worst task for Ryan and Andrew, to be fair. Can you imagine being those guys jumping over that ravine? That's dangerous.
It was quite a wide thing as well.
It seemed really far. Erica was actually chucking herself over. I couldn't
jump across that. That would be quite painful, I think.
If you'd have fallen down that ravine, I don't know what I'd done.
I don't think they even had knee pads or anything.
No, I didn't see knee pads.
That one time when Andrew went over, he just fell. He was gone into the dry ice. That's weird.
Did he?
Yeah.
Really? Down the hole?
Honestly. Did you not see
that.
it?
No.
Oh, that's got to be a gift, because that's, honestly, it was just like thud. He was gone. So I'm trying to sort of heat and spank it. It was like, honestly, like a stone. Like you'd thrown a body into the canal.
I put Andrew's moaning, lol.
I think Andrew's going to die.
I wrote Erica was going to win this, which she did.
She did.
And I've also written, I couldn't hug Ryan after that comp.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the smell on it?
Ryan actually makes me feel physically sick.
Yeah, I know.
He's disgusting.
I
don't want to look at him.
But like,
it's not just his looks, it's just his personality as well. He's disgusting. He's disgusting.
Hamza thinks he was just 2 pieces away from...
No, he was miles away.
He was well behind. And also,
nothing.
It's not about pieces. Once you've done pieces, you've got to climb up a ladder and do that puzzle.
Idiot.
Far.
And then he said, I shouldn't have put myself up. I'm an idiot.
Next we had Veronica was doing a rap. But I didn't see Big Brother Canada taking the piss out of her like Rachel Johnson on Celebrity Big Brother.
I put Ryan is walking like he's just been bummed.
It's offensive.
Jesus, that is rude. I put Victoria and Heron rapping.
Victoria?
Yeah.
Did you even notice that it was Victoria, not Veronica?
Victoria and Heron.
So the gate crashers, Victoria and Heron. Nice.
That shows how relevant they are. I'm sorry about saying Ryan looked like he'd just been bummed, but he did. Did you see the way he was walking?
No.
Because it was after that competition. His little legs look like, because he's quite big, but he's got little twiggy legs. They look like they were shaking. The rapping was bad, wasn't it?
Can't remember. What's she rapping about?
Fuck knows. Then they had a Twister party. That looked fun. I had loads of pizza.
Oh yeah, they did.
And then we found out that Jessie...
Why did they get that? Oh, just because every week we've got to watch them play a game.
Probably. Then we found out Jessie and Paris fancy each other, but they don't want to showmance.
Yeah.
So they're keeping it under wraps, weren't they? But why? Because I thought that keeping a showmance thing, you didn't have to keep it under wraps anymore, because look at Ica and Dimitri's. They didn't keep it under wraps, and they got far. Why do you still have to keep it under wraps? I thought that was like... What the hell is that?
I don't know. What is that? Here we go again.
There's something in this bloody house.
Stop now. I don't know. I suppose You'd rather, if you don't want to, you become more of a target. You'd rather
I know, but it's so boring
break up couples, isn't it? It's a theme.
I know, but it's so boring though. You think you'd want to get off with someone.
But like they seem to make out like they kind of really like each other, and then because they're keeping it under wraps, they couldn't do anything. And Jessie said, "We can never do anything ever." That kind of sucks, eh?
But then someone else said they liked him.
And then they had some piano music, so you knew it was sad.
Oh.
Yeah, Olivia was going on about it, wasn't she?
Oh, was
later?
it Olivia? Yeah, she's like, "Oh, do you mind if I, make a move?"
And she's like, "No, fine." Whatever.
Yeah, and then she went into
totally cool with it.
She went and told him.
Yeah, and then she walks in while they're on the bed together.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh,
we're on board."
Girl code. Ryan said he regrets putting Andrew and Hamza at. Well, no shit. Hamza said, "I thought I was good at comps, but I'm not."
Ryan also blamed the $5,000 for making people compete. So, he'd done all that great work trying to put people off, and then Big Brother chucks $5,000 into the mix, and all of his good work went to shit.
Yeah, it was nothing to do with the fact that you and Andrew and Hamza acting like you were having an asthma attack during the whole comp. Omarosa.
I would like to see Omarosa do that comp.
Of course. Then Hamza...
Imagine watching Ross Matthews, Omarosa, and Marissa do that comp, and Brandy. That would be great.
So then Hamza was trying to get Erica to use the veto in the bathroom. You notice there's a lot of boxes of tissues in that bathroom.
No.
It's like you're at a counselling session.
Really?
Like,
the cloud bathroom?
Yeah, boxes of tissues everywhere.
Oh.
It's like back of a cab. I don't think Erica was going to use the veto on him. They were hamming it out like Erica was going to use the veto on him, as if on Hamza. Come on now.
Yeah, because they made out like they're really close. And they do seem genuinely to get on quite well.
Yeah.
But she went into the diary room, so I'm not planning to use it though.
No.
I think.
And then Andrew is campaigning to Erica as well. I've put, "Come on, it's not happening."
But for Andrew, I feel like that was a good thing to play on, because she may have been feeling guilty for putting him out of the HOH.
Yeah.
In which case, she might have bent and used it on him. If he'd have played it a bit harder, I think he could have got that.
No. So then I've got the speeches. That's the last.
I just got Ryan was trying to convince Erica that the house want Maddie out more than Andrew.
But first he said Maddie, and then he said Olivia. It's like he said Maddie at one point, and then he said Olivia. It's like, at least pick one person and stick to it.
I wrote, "It's confusing me that Maddie isn't Maddie."
Which Maddie?
The old Maddie.
Oh, it was sort of hard-faced one.
Yeah, with the hat. And I for some reason I put, they seem to be taking this game really seriously. Don't know, were they? Maybe they were. Go for the speeches then.
I've just got, Andrew said, "I've given you meals filled with love." And then Erica said, "It's your gameplay that has landed you in this position, and I choose not to use the power of veto. This session is complete." I prefer it to be adjourned rather than complete.
It's not a courtroom. Yeah, can't adjourn that shit.
I like adjourning it, it's nice.
So Hamza calls a unanimous vote for him to stay, which was true, was it not?
Is that what he said?
Yeah, I think so, in the DR.
Oh, okay.
And Brian said that he's a duck on the surface.
Oh, yeah.
He said he's got little legs.
Yeah, his
webbed toes as well.
Little trembling legs underneath.
Little red flip-flops on him.
Like he's just woke up after a night with Josh and Corrie. There's one for the Corrie fans.
That's a bit niche.
There's a male raping Corrie this week.
Yeah, I did hear about
actually.
that.
It was really well done. Good for you, actually. If you've been affected by these issues, just call 800.
Just email bbonblastpod@gmail.com. I want some more drink.
Oh, good plan.
But I think we need to open another bottle.
Oh, is that the end of that bottle?
Yeah. We're going to have 2 bottles.
Two bottles on a weeknight?
Weeknight.
Well, I'm at a training day tomorrow, might as well.
Yeah. Get you through the training,
right, we're just going to pause for a second. Okay, let it be known we've not opened the second bottle of wine.
No, because there was more.
There was more.
In the iHeart Prosecco, who still haven't sponsored us.
Quality. So now on to the eviction episode. Have you got any notes on Arissa's dress?
No. Remind me, is it red?
Yeah, red with like fringes on it.
Tassels again.
Yeah, there was like a wind machine on stage. Like she was all blowing around in the breeze.
Was she?
Yeah.
Yeah, careful, Arissa. You don't want to lose your dignity.
Marilyn Monroe standing over that air vent.
Happy birthday. I'd like to see Arissa do that.
No, she looked good. So Ryan said,
I have to say, I think Arissa's styling has got better this year.
I think she's listened to what we've said in previous podcasts and taken it on board.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same stylist, because I see her going on about her on Instagram sometimes, and I'm like, that's